going on, everybody? This is Pastor Shay, aka Chaplain G, coming back at y'all with another word of encouragement for today. So, today woke up this morning, and of course, all TV, all the emails I'm getting, all the talk is around these midterm elections, right? This is what everybody's talking about right now. And you got a lot of people this morning that are disappointed in the way the elections turned out. There's a lot of people that are excited for the way the elections turned out. There's some people that just kind of do things out of spite, so they don't really care which way something goes. They just don't like a particular side or a particular person, and so they just do the opposite just out of spite, right? And so you got all these feelings and emotions, and you got all this stuff going on. What my thought was this morning, there was a lot of people that were putting hope on this thing going in their particular way. Like I said, some people were happy that it went their way. Some people are kind of upset that it didn't go their way. But either way, they're placing their hope in something that is fleeting, that it's unsure. You just don't know which way it's going to go, and ultimately they're putting their hope in something that's going to fail. All of this, hopefully, is going to come to an end eventually. It's the way history has gone. It's the way the Bible talks about it. When we put our hope in things that are fleeting, that are temporary, that are destined to fail, those things are not worth us putting our hope and our dreams upon. We need something more concrete. We need something more everlasting. We need something that's a little bit sturdier foundation than something like the electoral process, right? So that was my thought this morning. And as I was searching through the Bible, I wanted to stay in the Sermon on the Mount for today. And so as I was looking through the Sermon on the Mount, I came across this passage that I wanted to read to y'all, and you can see why my thoughts are coming together on this passage. So this is Matthew chapter 6. It's going to start in verse 19. Check this out. It says, "Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. The eye is the lamp of the body, so if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light in you is darkness, how great is the darkness? No one can serve two masters. For either he'll hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money." So as I'm looking at this passage, right? Yes, Jesus is talking about money in this instance, but I think we can take it and say, like, this is a heart condition that he's talking about, where you place your love and adoration of things, the things that you treasure, the things that you want, the things you desire, wherever those things are, whatever your heart desires, those are the things that you'll continually pursue. And so the more things that you place in that category, like, I want this person to win this election, I want this thing, I want a new PS5. As a sidebar, that was me. I want these riches. I want this vacation. I want this car. I want this spouse. All these things that once you have them, they're not going to fulfill. The longing is not for the material thing. It's not for the thing that's temporal, right? That longing that we have can only be filled by something that's eternal. And so this passage is saying, store up those wants and those longings and those desires and that hope. Give those things to something that's more eternal. If your eye is pursuing something and that thing is dark, like it's just going to fill you up with darkness. if you fill yourself up with temporary things, there's a saying, you are what you eat. And we know, like, if your eye is seeing McDonald's every day and you just ingest McDonald's all the time, eventually your insides are going to be rotten. The same thing with temporary things. They don't fulfill. They don't last. The same way with false hope in some of these political systems. They don't last. They flip flop all the time, and it's gonna fail you. It's gonna let you down. This is saying, and like even money is gonna let you down. Sometimes you win it, sometimes you lose it. I live in Nevada. People come here and they come here with a pocket full of cash and they leave empty pocketed, but sometimes they win and sometimes they lose, and so money is one of those things that's fleeting. There's nothing in this life that's everlasting. Jesus is pointing out, the more that we pursue these things that are not fulfilling, we're just going to become full of darkness, man. Full of temporary pleasures, not full of lasting joy. And that's what Jesus wants for us, man. He wants lasting joy. He says, nobody can serve two masters. You can't have one foot in the world and one foot in a relationship with God, with Christ. It doesn't work out that way. You can't serve two masters. You're gonna love one and despise the other. So when Jesus says that temporary thing is not going to satisfy you, don't pursue it, and you're like, but I want that new PS5. Again, it's about me. But I want that thing. I want that shiny new car. I want that new house. I want that girl. I want that dude. I want this person to win this election. And Jesus says, don't worry about that. My kingdom is something else. You have to decide now which one you're going to listen to. Jesus says, choose the thing that has lasting joy, that has lasting effects, that has that is everlastingly stable in your life. And that's hard. That's hard for a lot of people, but it's the way of the upside down kingdom that Jesus talks about in this Sermon on the Mount, man. Jesus' kingdom is completely different. So it's more of a thought for the day than a word of encouragement. The encouragement is choose the everlasting. Choose the thing that satisfies for eternity. And that's the only thing that does that is Christ. So I love y'all. Hope y'all doing well. Hope that's a word of encouragement for you. I hope things turned out well for you in this election. Personally, though I participated in it, I'm not setting my hope on it, man. My hope is in Christ that's going to come and put all these things to shame, because his kingdom is way better. So I love y'all. Hope y'all doing well. If you got anything, you need me for anything, hit me up in the email. It's going to be down in the description box. I love y'all, man. You can reach out to me anytime. I'm praying for you. And until next time, grace and peace.